No more Howard.
Okay. Boxer shuffle in. One, hip low with the ping choice, which is known as Jungda, to the center. You can go to the groin as well, harder.
Yeah.
Jungda, come across with the Lao Sing Choi. The UG is there, Jack Jern, or one Pakda. Across from there, we can switch. One, two, three. So three barriers. Okay. Here, one, two. Now, if I get that, I can just turn that. One turn, turn, and you hit there until it locks out. Or if it's there, I can just go straight for the lops out. It's entirely up to you. Back up hit and then come across. Go cross, uppercut, cross there. Hack, loider, low, jowl. Okay. So my thoughts on original Jeet Kune Do versus JKD concepts. Largely it's a disguise for just a difference between some people want to train more simple angulated attacks mixed in with ways of attack of ABC, progressive indirect attack, and attack by drawing. And then other schools want to practice more HIA, more of the trapping side of things, second way of attack. And that's just an each to their own thing. And I think Bruce Lee was very clear that if you stick to doing too much of one thing, you become a mechanical man. Running to the extreme, and that it becomes a disease when you become obsessed with one technique over another. And he really, really elaborated on that point in his article, Liberate Yourself from Classical Karate in 1971, just a couple of years before he passed away. So for me, I mean, what I saw training with Taki Kimura, with Dan Inosanto, is they practice the simple angulated attacks, the same material that Ted Wong and those who focus more on SAA practice, Vijit Tex and Vijit does, and finishing things in 1-2 moves, and using angles and using the lead hand fencing mechanic. And other schools, more JKD concepts oriented, like to do more of the trapping and HIA as well. But I saw both with Taki Kimura, Dan Inosanto, with Ramil Bhattacharya. We practice both of them. So why can't you do both? You don't have to just do one way over another and say, well, that way's outdated or useless, or that way's too simple. And you need answers for if there are barriers, if there are more things happening rather than just finishing things with one eye poke. But practice both. And I think one key point is that people who may focus too much on hand immobilizing attacks is they begin chasing hands and they forget about the fact that you want the first punch to end things. You want to intercept Jeet. You want to finish it there. Whereas others who just do the Jeet and don't have anything for if there are blocks, if there are barriers, if there are clinches, if there are bridge work, choice sao, kyu sao, then what are you going to do then? You can't just rely on one side of your body, one lead weapon attacks only. What if other ranges come into play? The 4 ranges that Bruce Lee worked with, from kicking to punching. From the SAA, simple angulated attacks, to the second way of attack, HIA. So, Jeet Tech, straight punch. There's a barrier. So, simple angulated attacks are a core part of Bruce Lee's method. But that's why he had 5 ways of attack, not just one. You can't always finish a fight with just one finger jab, one side kick to the knee, one back fist. There needs to be something else depending on what happens. So, second way of attack is hand. It actually makes sense chronologically. Why would he have hand immobilizing attack straight after SAA. Bruce Lee, everything was deliberate with Bruce Lee. It's not just coincidence. So, clutch, there'll be a barrier. So, break down that barrier, trapping. When I'm in the boxer's pocket, I could go to boxing, as Bruce did with this combination. And then from here, switch kick, put the pad up, switch kick. He steps in, crash for patella, punch there. One, you can do compound trapping if you want. 1, 2, 3, switch kick up there. That's what we mean by attack by combination. Now, with the fencing strategy, ABC can also apply to SAA attacks deliberately, meaning I can do a finger jab, a low kick, a back fist, everything just off the lead. So we're 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or I could bring in the rear hand. Nothing wrong with bringing in the rear hand and adding the boxing, which Bruce Lee introduced into his JKD. Now notice with the trapping here, the way the art is working is when I throw in a straight lead, I just want to finish the fight. So I stop kick, go to hit him, but he blocks, or maybe he meets me with a jab. Just because I hit his knee or his groin doesn't mean he won't throw out an attack. So attack meets attack. I could also just pack out. Rather than straight away go for that cross, which many like to do. So here I better go for that cross. Rather, this is already so close to the target. That's also where the 1-inch punch comes from. Not to knock him out, but just that little shell shock. If you shell shock someone with the 1-inch punch, then it gives you that beat. It's all about beats, half beats, 4 beats in JKD. So then you have time to follow up your cross, hook, and cross. Buy yourself some time. Get a half beat strike in. So practice trapping separately from the reference point. Compound trapping, not just simple trapping, but compound trapping as well. Practice SAA stop hits separately. Practice your boxing combos separately, but then practice them all together. First 3 ways of attack, SAA, HIA, ABC, practice them together. ABC is the 4th way, PIA is the 3rd way, if I'm not mistaken. But in any event, take those 3 ways. Progressive indirect attack is built into the SAA anyway, okay? Your framework, you build it around that. But let's take those ways of attack and blend them. Get all the 5 ways going in there. If you've got the shin pads for it, fine. If not, in Taki Kimura's gym, we used to just hit the air. Even seminars internationally I've travelled to, we just do it in the air, you know. But if you've got the shin pads, then fine. Just be careful around the knee. So from there, stop, straight punch. But you're met with a barrier. This goes from that Junfan Kung Fu school into the more JKD concept school down in the Sand. Always talked about barriers being up here. Okay, when Bruce used to practice the reference point. Okay, Man Sao, Teng Sao. Asking and listening hands from Chi Sao sticking hand position. So from here, practice a combination. 1, 2, trap. You go to the back fist, and you could go cross, hook, cross, switch kick. Simple. So we just practice that as a combination. Nothing wrong with doing ABC. So from here, 1, 2, and then see if you block it. 3, and then present the boxes. 1, 2, 3, switch kick, bang. Simple. Steps in. 1, 2. The idea is, if he doesn't block, some schools only do SAA, simple angulated attacks. Some schools do too much trapping, too much reference point, and then they get the disease. Bruce Lee referred to it as a disease when you're obsessed with a single technique or way of doing things. Of they'd stop, and they start looking for this hand to trap. So get in the habit of first way of attack, block, punch him. Only if there's a barrier. Only if I need to immobilize a hand will I introduce HIA. Now I can hit. Then I can go cross, hook, cross, switch kick to the body or to the head. Practice both. Bruce Lee practiced both at Junri. That sort of Junri lineage. The Taekwondo base is coming into his high kicks. Anything's on a high kick. Some lineages will only do a low kick, only do a Jun tech or a hard tech, and they never go for that go tech. You practice the ones that work for you. Bruce Lee did it all. So from my Taekwondo background, we'll keep that Junri side of things. So from here, as he steps in, crash it, crash it. Then cross, hook, cross, switch, kick, up. Have all of the tools in your toolbox. Nothing wrong with having a large vocabulary, as Dan Inosanto used to say. So it's not about hacking away at the inessentials. Well, it is, but those aren't inessential. grappling, clinching, trapping, kickboxing, these aren't inessential. There are lots and lots of a volume, a whole encyclopedia of techniques within them that may be inessential for you, depending on who you are. But the ranges themselves, the ways of attack, I mean, it's not inessential to have some grappling. It's not inessential to have some trapping. It's not inessential to have some boxing. And it's not essential to have some single direct angulated attacks as well. Those are essentials. I mean, cutting out entire ways of attack, I don't think Bruce Lee meant that.